So now, of course, with round one being completed, we have some AFL Fantasy talk, and I think I may as well just throw my team away at this point. I'm so fucking disappointed after my first week, and I'm like, I might as well just give up now. I had a couple of good performances. Like, a couple of my rookies I actually really liked. Like, Sam Grill did well. We had Jagger Smith did nicely. Willem Dersma, 69, I'll take. Forwards, we had, Devin Robertson, well, not a rookie, but he scored 104. Oh, that's brilliant. Braden Cook, some people didn't really look at him, but 84 in the end. I was really happy with that. Blamirez with the 77. Josh Lindsay did well to get his score up to 66. A couple of good performers on my actual team, like Tim English. I was really happy that I went with the two premium ruckmen in Tim English and Luke Jackson. I liked it. Caleb Sarong with the 108. Errol Goulden as well. Fucking hell. Fucking injury. Just keeps on coming back to bite me. But then you got the players that didn't do well. And my God, that list is high. Archie Roberts, after a pre-season full of midfield time and, heaps of ball, 59. Trent Rivers had a really good pre-season as well for the Demons, playing a lot of midfield, 63. Fuck you, bro. Lockie Blackiston playing a lot of ruck time for the Bombers, gets 47. Now, granted, I think this week against Port Adelaide he could have a decent game, but not good enough. Zach Butters, I've seen more fight from a Pomeranian, bro. Like, what the fuck was that? 92? You could have got 150 in this game if you actually wanted to try. I know you had a tag, but you could have done a lot better. Then you go into the forward line. Mateus Filippo, out with a corked thigh. Bro, you're playing AFL football. Get over it. Fucking 33. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But just overall. And Dyson Sharp wasn't too impressed with the 50, which we'll get to my trades in a moment. But what about your team? Are you ready to throw the toys out of the cot and just get over it?
Yeah, with a few of them actually. Yeah. So same with you, Trent Rivers and Blackiston. Bloody, what are you doing? Like, what was the pre-season for? Far out. Jack Steele, I know it's your previous team, but get over it.
Show us something, bro.
Show us something. 85, comes out after games I was a bit distracted. What are you doing?
Think about my AFL Fantasy team.
What do you think? Ross Lyon wanted to throw you to the wolves. He didn't give a fuck. Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't show him. You don't give a fuck either. Darcy Parish, what the fuck are you doing? You started so well.
What did he end on again?
75. Jack Carroll, seriously, playing off halfback and he gets a 58. That was a stupid move. I was going to get rid of him at the start of the season. I thought, nah, he'll go up in price. My forwards actually do pretty well besides Sam Laylor. What the hype of the fucking number one pick? Jagger Smith's way better than you, mate. 68. Fucking seriously. But, and this was probably the worst. Well, it wasn't the worst mistake. But Ty Gallup, 16.
Why did you have him for?
Just to generate cash. Lucky he was on my bench, but I was never going to keep. But 16, bro. I know you're playing. Who did you play? The Swans. Yeah, well, they have. Do something better than that.
I barely even noticed he played that game, to be honest with you. But
yeah. But no, I had some good players. I had, Jack Sinclair. He'll never get tagged for St Kilda.
Yeah,
Maz will always get it. And Dan Houston, seems like he found his role at Collingwood.
Gel with Collingwood, yeah.
I like Tanner Bruin's performance. I think that it's nice to see him at least back it up, and it seems like that's the role he's going to play.
Yeah, he's playing a little bit more of halfback, which is an interesting move. But yeah.
And the one player that I just was so hesitant on the entire preseason was Shelley, and I thank God he actually got the midfield minutes. But now with Rankin coming back, does he still get it? It's going to be interesting, but I'm glad he started the season well.
Yeah, so look, let's move to the trades now. So I'm basically at, red alert. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do here because my team's wasn't a good week. Look, the score wasn't too bad. Sorry. So I got 2,045. So, I was shocked that I got over 2K after that week. But
so it was all right.
I got 2,045, which I will take. What did you get in the end?
2,097. I'm glad I somehow
scraped through for
that. And if I got 2,100, I know I was 3 away, but if I got that, I would have actually been ecstatic, to be honest. For the week that I had, a lot of players just underperformed.
Yeah, they did really, and I was very disappointed. Even the Connor Rosie, even 89, you would have expected him to do better against North Melbourne. But then you move to the trades. So my trades for this week are Golden out for Rochelle and Dyson Sharp out for Murdoch. Now, I think everyone's obviously going to have to get rid of Golden out for 4 months. The reason why I've gone to Josh Rochelle is because I'll put Sheasel into my midfield, which will quickly change back next week when I get rid of Filippo, and I will have enough cash to get Nick Dacos. The reason why I wanted to wait is obviously because he's got the bye. Nick Dacos this week, so next week I'll get Nick Dacos and that will be fine. But obviously this week I do look a little bit skinny through that forward line and midfield, but I don't think it's that bad. Dyson Sharp, the reason why I got rid of him is because I think out of all the rookies, I've actually done really well with my rookie picks so far this season to start the team. But he's the one that I think is going to lose a lot, who's not going to get much cash generation. And Murdoch, on debut for the West Coast Eagles, was not even on an AFL list, I think, 3 weeks ago. Just fucking almost becomes West Coast, like, one of the best players in their team. Yeah. Like, I mean, we saw Tom McCarthy last year come in and just be their best player all of a sudden. And now this guy, Murdoch, just comes out of nowhere and now could be their best player. So I'm not really thinking I'm going to change my trades at the moment. Archie Roberts, for me, after Essendon's poor performance in round 1, I think he'll probably get some more midfield time. Rivers, I think, will get some more points as well. I think against St Kilda, it will be a little bit tougher to score against them. I think with their defensive sort of look, I think it will be tougher. Because a lot of Melbourne players actually didn't score very high. Like even Max Scorn didn't get 100. I think only one player got 100 for the Ds. So I think that's kind of okay. Caleb Windsor, I think, will be okay as well. I'm happy with Lockie Jacks coming into the team now. In my midfield, I'm pretty happy with it. There are a couple of players like Jax Carroll that I think will be a little bit shaky, and so is Willem Dersma. But other than them, I think they'll be fine. And my forward line, with the reserves that I've picked, like Robertson and Cook, I'm actually pretty okay with my forward line. Filippo's the one that I've got to get rid of. But other than that, my team is okay going into next week. But my trades next week are, at this stage, definitely Filippo out. I wouldn't be too surprised if he plays this week because if he's just a corked thigh. He may well play. And he did have a good start to the game. I think he had 27 to quarter time and then got 6 points and then got fucking taken out of the game. Which was lucky for me because of the new rule, if you don't know with AFL Fantasy, is if you don't play more than 50% of game time, your score does not count and you get a reserve score. So that's how I got Devon Robertson's 104. But overall, I'm pretty okay with my trades. Errol Goulden really sucks that he got injured because I thought he was going to be a team, like a cemented player for the rest of the season. But at the moment, that's my trades. What are you looking at this week?
So I've went from Errol Gould to Khaled Sarong. I've done that for the next 2 weeks. I think they both play. He plays at home for the next 2 weeks against Melbourne and then Richmond, and he always seems to perform well at Optus. So I'm going with that one.
He's just jinxed it for me, guys. What is he doing?
But that could change, to be honest, because I do because I've went from Dyson Sharp to Murdoch because I think, as you said, Sharp doesn't seem like he's going to get the 70s and 80s.
I think he's going to be used off half forward a bit. Maybe get a couple of CBAs early in his career, but he's not going to get a lot.
So it's going to be interesting. But the Sarong one may change. It's just that I was either going to go him, Sheasel, or Dawson. And Sheasel, I'll have no salary if I get Sheasel. I've got that. That's my max. I could get Dawson, but I just want to really see how he does this week against with Rankin coming back.
Only able to score 95 in his first game, which I mean isn't like only,
it's not
but
worse,
it's like,
but yeah, it's like, I'm not that convinced of it, and everyone else is obviously on buys and stuff, and so I just want to see it for another week. But Sarong, I think for the next 2 weeks, hopefully he scores well at home.
Yeah, I think he probably will as well. But let's move to our leagues on the channel. So we do have an open league and a head-to-head league. Now, I want to talk about the head-to-head league first of all because this is a very quick. This one really filled up quite quickly for the channel, which was good to see. On the weekend, I played the Cockslong, which is a god tier name, by the way. The Cockslong, absolutely insane. Now, I had this guy on the ropes. I had this game won. With Robertson coming into my team, I was like, oh, fucking sick. I win this game. I think his only difference was Josh Lindsay. He was on 38 at three-quarter time, and I had the lead. For some reason, Josh Lindsay just thought, I'm going to play like fucking prime Shannon Hearn for some reason and just dominate the last quarter and get like 30 points. And then he just won by 4 points. So the Cockslong got absolutely fucking lucky. But I will say his name is God tier, so I will give it to him. But he's currently sitting in 8th spot. So I really actually like how AFL Fantasy works this year. It's actually not graded your ranking. Like if you get a win and you got the same amount of wins, it's not giving you the top spot based on percentage, but on who's got the highest score. I think it's actually a lot better because AFL Fantasy is not about percentage. It should be about your highest score. So I actually do like that. So at the moment, I'm playing Butters My Bun next week. You guys have got some fucking creative names, I'll give you that. But I have got Butters My Bun in third spot at the moment, who had a pretty good first week. Now, moving to you lost as well. But you lost to... Who did you lose to?
No Jaw Brayshaw.
Oh, so you got beaten by the guy who got the highest score in the league this week. It looks like the two you got beaten by. So you got beaten by the best player, Marcel B. So look, you played against the hardest guy. I'll give you that. So not too bad.
And so wow, that's actually surprising. Like it's like even though we both feel like we've had a shit week, we're not that far behind. Really.
No, I think everyone's kind of got that first week,
jitters.
Jitters kind of got to fix up their team in that. And moving to the Open League itself, we have what's his name? Pete. What the fuck's your name, bro? I don't want to see his trades. I want to just see his name. I don't know. Pete. James H. Sorry, I can't read your whole name, bro. AFL Fantasy thing is annoying. I can't see his full name. It's so annoying. Anyway, he got 2,208, which is a pretty decent score, I would say. I'm trying to see if I could find his team itself. It's not going to show me. Moving to the ladder, you are in 23rd in the league, which is pretty decent. And moving down to me, I'm in 45th. So look, I just finished 45th every year, apparently. That's where I'm going to be sitting for the remainder of the season. At least you're show the full league. I just realized I don't show the top 50.
Yeah, exactly. At least you're in the top 50.
Imagine not being in the top. Does it actually? You can't even check.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
actually
check
kind of
it,
funny. All right. Well, I guess only the top 50 get shown, guys. Sorry.
Well, maybe if you're outside the top 50, since you need to find where you are, they might show it next week.
Yeah, well, fucking, that's kind of funny. Anyway, so Swans Rule 2008, Derek, he's in second. So he's my, team favourite. I want him to win because, he's right there. We got a couple of other good teams right now as well. Looking at the ladder of the head-to-head just quickly as well. I saw that there's someone who's named Flinny Winnie, and he's got a whole team of Gold Coast players. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's ever done this before, but he's got a whole team of Gold Coast players. If you have a look here as well, his whole team is just Gold Coast players. And I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing, bro?
Where is he?
He's the final... it doesn't... Oh, yeah, it's upgraded now. If you look at him down... He played against Crips Don't Lie. He got 1,427. He got... His team is, and I quote, John Noble, Sam Collins... Daniel Rioli, Joel Jeffrey, Bodie Hewlin, Mac Andrew, Alex Davies, Noah Anderson. He put Noah Anderson as captain, by the way, which I do respect because he obviously is the captain. Took Miller, Christian Petrarca, Bailey Humphrey, Sam Closey, Lockie Weller, Zeke Hewlins. He had to go with one ruckman out, obviously. So one player missed with him, Ned Moyle. Ben Long, Will Graham, Jai Farah, Ben King, Ethan Reed, and Leo Lombard. And on the bench he had Powell. Yeah, it's just a full team of Gold Coast players, which is so weird. I guess even when I first did my first ever AFL Fantasy team, I picked a lot of Swans players, but I didn't pick a whole team of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess he doesn't want to win, which is fair enough. You do it for the fun of the game. But anyway, at the moment in the head-to-head league, we have No Jaw Brayshaw as the leader, and in the Open League, we have 3P something or other. So good to see you guys are doing quite nicely. Let us know down below what you're going to be doing with your trades this week and how your team is performing. Now I'm looking at it, my team didn't do too bad, but, it could have done a lot better.
Yeah, well, I want to put the pressure on my team because I want them to perform next week. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to pull out a few fuck bombs from, Kingsley style.
Yeah, just absolutely. What the fuck are you doing? Come on, fucking Christ!